So this is the demo for PA4. I'm going to start by running my code and showing the data requests. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do $15,000. Dash H. It would be, what was it? Dash P. Dash H 5. And W at 50. There we go. So it took 47 seconds and that many microseconds. All the bins are the same. So next, I'm going to show you. I'm going to do 10 for H, and I'm going to do 100 for the worker threads. That took 44 seconds. I'm going to do 20 for H and 250 for W. That took 48 seconds roughly. And then we're going to do, what is it? The last one is 550. What is my H? H should be 50 and this should be 500. And that one took roughly the same time as well. Okay. And then next I have to show you, so I'll show you that the my bounded buffer is limited by bytes. So I use one mutex and I use the vario occupancy. And then this lull is just to keep the length across, so that right here I can get this length right here, and then I can use it inside this function to subtract the occupancy from it. Yep. And here it is. I don't use the size. I use the bits right here. In the client. So to start, I have the struct response. I have my patient thread function, my worker thread function, and then uses my response struct and reads in the channel for depending on which message it is. And then here's my file. I create a file thread function to help me out with the files. And then here's my histogram function. These are my defaults, and this is my getopt. I come down here. I create my histogram collection, and then I create the channels, and then I start my get time of day. And then, so if it's not a file transfer, then we just do this like normally. Create the threads, join the threads, quit before we join the workers. Then I send a response and quit the hiss. And then if it's a file thread, I use my file thread function, and then I create my workers, join the file thread, and then I quit all my workers. And there you go. So I already created, hold up, I already created the file. Actually, I'll just create it again. What was it called? So / client. What do I mean? X1. So x1.csv. And then 10. And then if I go in here, go and set my received, I have my x1.csv. I'll just do this. I'll just do this instead. I'll show you right here. And it's quite large. It gets all of them. And as you can see, it did not print my histogram because we didn't go through we went through the file instead. Then I'll show you the binary finals. So I have this this big DAT right here. It's quite large, and I can do that instead of the of this file because I was testing it earlier. And so I'll do / client big DAT. There you go. And I'll do it with one worker. Oh my, I'm sorry. I forgot to do my -f. I was wondering why it printed through the histogram. My bad. There we go. And then I can show you right here, big.dat. So you can't see it, but it went through. If I right click here, it shows how it's meets the requirements. And I'll do one worker as well, as it said in the campus post. It finished, it took 66, which was like somewhat similar. As it said how it won't take like insanely longer from like 10 to 1. And I'll show you how if I just run /client real quick. And as you can see, there is no FIFO channels in here still, because I quit them all and I cleaned it up. And I believe that is it, because the graphs I'm supposed to show all the graphs and stuff inside of the report. So I believe that's it for my code. I'll show it one more time. Go through the patient thread function, worker thread, file thread, histogram of my get_opt, where I fork, create the channels in histogram collection. It's not a file thread if it's a data, not a file thread. If it is a file thread, and then my bounded buffer, I only use the one mutex allowed. I use occupants variable, and then I use length. I use lol so I can get the length value here and put it into this one. So that is it for this PA. Thank you.